Yeah, you can stand up there with Tina if you want to.
Where's Tito? Thank you, Sienna. You stand by Kaden.
Good afternoon, folks. How's everybody doing here today? Good. Awesome. Glad to hear that. How many first timers do you got going up the mountain?
First time.
Woo! Me too. I'm kidding, folks. My name is Ashley. I'll be your tramp car conductor on Florida. If you folks have any questions, please feel free to ask at any moment. If not, go ahead and enjoy the view and walk by the cabin. The ride-up will take about 15 minutes. We'll be traveling at a speed of 20 feet per second, which is about 13.7 miles per hour. We just left at an elevation of 6,559 feet. We will be traveling vertically 4,000 feet to our final destination of 10,378 feet. The town was first constructed in 1964. Took about 10 years to complete, with over $2 million invested into the town. Was finished and completed in 1966. Looking outside the windows opposite of myself, you're going to see a road leading all the way to Tower Number 1. That road on the surface road used to construct Tower 1. Tower Number 1 stands at an elevation of 7,500 feet. It's 232 feet high and leans at an 18-degree angle towards the city. Back in 1964, when this was first constructed, this was a high structure in the whole state of New Mexico. And we'll get a slight swing and sway, folks. And at any moment in the trip, if you folks are feeling faint, sick, dizzy, or ill, please let me know. I'll let you out the door as soon as you're like. I'm kidding, folks. If you look up my side of the cabin windows, you're going to see a large boulder on top of a pyramid of rock. Kind of looks like a little softball getting ready to get off. We call that softball rock. And it's about twice the size of this cabin right in. They're right on that road. Now looking outside the same windows, folks, we'll be coming out of this flat shape vertical rock. If you have a good imagination, kind of looks like it has a little fin and a face. We call that fish rock or Nemo.
Where's Nemo?
Now taking a look outside the window facing towards the city, on this first hill we're going to get a rock at a 45-degree angle. It kind of looks like a little cannon shooting towards the Sandia. We call that one Cannon Rock, and it's about the same size as this cabin you're riding in. Looking out my side of the cabin windows, we are now going over Critical Point. Critical Point is the only part of the mountain we have slow for this tram car to go over this side of the mountain. Now if you take a look outside the windows opposite of myself in that little ravine, you're going to see a stack of rocks, one on top of another. Kind of looks like a giant Tootsie Roll sticking from the canyon floor. Can anybody guess the name of that rock? Right, Totem Pole Pinnacle. And that's about 7 stories high. Now if you look out my side of the cabin windows, you're going to see a lot of dead trees leading up to Tower Number 2. Those dead trees were actually caused by bark beetle. About 7 years ago, we had a really bad drought. That's what killed most of the trees in this area. And about a week ago, we actually seen a mother bear and her 2 baby cubs in this canyon. And earlier this morning, we've seen a couple of mule deer right beneath Tower Number 2.
Yeah.
No,
It's 80 feet high and it's 40 foot embedded into the canyon walls. And it took about 2,000 helicopter flights to build Tower number 2. And as we pass over Tower 2, we'll get that slight swing in the way again.
Hold on to Dad, it's gonna swing a little bit.
Oh, there's the other one coming back.
And just as soon as we come online with them, we'll make our way through the race. If you notice we begin to slow down, we're slowing down because the other tram car is passing over tower number 2. Just as soon as it clears those towers, we're going right back up to normal speed. And this will bring us to our highest point in the air. We're about 1,000 feet above the ground right now. Opposite of myself. Any metal pieces you see shining and reflecting back at you is metal pieces from the 1955 plane crash. It happened a whole decade before the shop was actually constructed. They were on their way to Santa Fe, which is north of Albuquerque. They were traveling the early months of February when the clouds were at the lowest point. And there was speculation that their altimeter was not working as well. They tried making it on this side of the canyon wall, but they couldn't make it. They crashed towards the canyon wall. A lot of people sit down to the bottom of the canyon floor during the wintering months. Also, a lot of people are covering by shrub oak. It happened in 1955. And we need the sun to be shining out to see those metal reflections off the object. Now, looking outside the same window slopes, on the highest point on the mountain, not the closest but the highest, you're going to see a little stone house up there. outside the same windows, folks, you're going to notice that slight shade of pink in the mountain. That slight shade of pink is actually caused by the feldspar in the granite. About 15 minutes before the sun goes down, you get a very cool event out of that. The mountain will glow with slight shade of pink and will look like a giant piece of watermelon from a distance. Especially after your second margarita on the mountain. And that's what you folks are actually riding today. You're going on the watermelon tram up to the watermelon mountain because Sandia means watermelon in Spanish. Addie, this is where we came, where we come in, where we take the rock.
Yeah. Hold on, Greta.
We are now approaching the upper terminal. The upper terminal stands at an elevation of 10,378 feet. It's about 5,000 helicopter flights to build the upper terminal. And on a clear day, you can see over 11,000 square hundred miles in Mexico. That's approximately 9% of the whole state. It is very difficult to see right now due to the weather, also due to the wildfires in the surrounding area. So that brings up a very important point. There's no smoke at all anywhere in Fort State. We're on a stage 2 fire warning. And as we come into Downfall, we'll get a couple of bumps here and there. I'm sorry. Right when I yawn. Alright, folks, look at that first bump coming up here, right on the right. Bump. The tram runs about every 15 to 25 minutes. You folks can take this tram car as the next tram car down. The last tram car down the mountain is either at 10 or 10:30 tonight. So you folks have plenty of time to enjoy the mountain. And if you make a left on the dock, you'll find the High Finance restaurant and a couple of pipe sites along the way. And we'll get a final bunch as soon as we approach those black bumpers in the front. Final bump. The tram runs about every 15 to 25 minutes. You folks can take this tram car and the next tram car down. The last tram car down the mountain is usually around 10 or 10:30 tonight. My partner Scott will be leading you off to the doors opposite of myself. Just as soon as those big red wheels stop turning, those big red wheels are still turning because the other tram car is going into dock at the bottom of the mountain. Please watch your step when you're exiting, folks. Might be a slight step down. Go ahead and hang on to your hat. Sometimes you get a large gust of wind that comes to this area. Have a wonderful time on the mountain, folks. You're welcome. Have a great day. Okay.
I know.
But I was